Hi, this is Janelle from Uniquely You Makeup Tuition, and today I'm going to show you how to wax your eyebrows.
So there's two different types of wax here. On the right is strip wax and on the left is hot wax. Strip wax is the wax that you use the cotton strips with, and most of the time I use strip wax unless I have someone that is more sensitive, has looser skin, or their skin's a bit more delicate because it is a bit more gentler on the skin, so I'll use that option over strip wax if I have to. However, the reason why I use strip wax is because it gives a much cleaner finish than what hot wax does, and picks up all those little hairs. And I get a wax that is specifically used for XXX waxing, so it's used on the bikini line area. It's designed to be used on that area, so it is a lot more gentle and delicate, and not very often will I have someone that will be irritated or sensitive to the strip wax, so that's what I prefer to use most of the time. And here are just some of the tools that I use: 2 different width paddle pop sticks, some strips, scissors, tweezers, and an eyebrow brush, and you'll see me using those very shortly. And most of the time for eyebrows I'll use the thinner paddle pop stick because it just allows me to get into the eyebrow a lot easier. And so all of that equipment there is obviously a bit more professional. I'm a beauty therapist, so I'm used to using that kind of equipment, and it may not be something that you'll have at home. If you don't, this little gadget here I have purchased from the supermarket, and it has done a pretty good job in waxing my eyebrows in the past, and it doesn't need to be heated, so give that a go. So to begin with, I'm just giving you some guidelines here on measuring where your eyebrow should stop and start, just to give you a parameter and a bit of a guide as to when you're shaping your eyebrows. So you don't want to wax beyond the points that I'm pointing out there. And that's where your eyebrow should stop and start. And most of us aren't symmetrical, so you might not get the exact measurement from one eyebrow to the next. However, it's just a guide. So what I'm going to do first is brush the eyebrow hairs up so that they're up out of the way, and there's no sort of longer hairs that are going to get caught in the wax and be pulled out unnecessarily, leaving a gap. And then next I'm applying the wax. So I've just got a very small amount of strip wax on the end of the stick, and I usually blow on it to cool it down a little bit so it's not too hot. And then I'm just applying it underneath the eyebrow in a sweeping motion, and you can see there I'm getting quite close to the edge of the eyebrow, but not really super duper close, so that when I put the strip over the top and press down on it, that the excess wax pushes into the body of the eyebrow and removes hair that I don't want to be removed. So pressing firmly on the strip and pulling it off quickly. And putting your finger over the area once you've waxed it can definitely help ease the sting from ripping the hair out. And this is really important, the reason why you should wash your hands before doing this as well, because those hair follicles are going to be open after you've waxed them, so any bacteria from your hand will go into those pores and potentially infect the hair follicle, so make sure your hands are clean. So next I'll do in between the eyebrows. So once again, not waxing beyond that imaginary line that runs from the corner of the nose up past the eyebrow there. And my model didn't have a great deal of hair to remove, so she was really quite an easy example to use. So next I'm brushing the hair down now because I'm going to wax above the eyebrow. A lot of therapists may not necessarily do this. The reason that I do it is because I feel it provides more of a tidy, defined look, but the key to this is that you're not actually waxing into the body of the eyebrow. You're literally just tidying up any strays that may be up there, and super important that when you're coming down to the end of the eyebrow, the tip of the eyebrow, that you're not waxing that off, because it takes quite some time to grow back and it really shortens the appearance and length of your eyebrow. And once again, just using a small amount of wax on the end of my stick so that I'm not putting too much wax on her face, so that when I'm pressing down on the strip, the excess wax isn't pressing into the body of her eyebrow, the main part of her eyebrow, and taking out a chunk that I didn't want removed. The only way that you can fix that, if that does happen, is being patient and waiting for it to grow back, and using an eyebrow pencil to draw in that section of the eyebrow until it grows back. So just giving her eyebrows another brush just to tidy them up, and then tweezing any stray hairs that have been left behind. Making sure that they're even and the same thickness. And then finishing off by applying some soothing moisturiser to help calm that area. If you are someone that gets really red and irritated, a cold like face wash, flannel, or even like a little ice pack wrapped in a tea towel or a flannel applied to that area can help. And please avoid the sun, you'll burn a lot easier once you've had that area waxed, so avoid the sun once you've been waxed.